Alrighty, so let's look at today's word problem with example 3. So let's write this down. Example 3. It says Amali takes 4 minutes to jog around the top oval and Jade takes 5 minutes to jog around the oval. Minutes, full stop. They start at the same time and position. They start at the same time and position. And they keep running and keep running until they both cross the finish line at the same time. Part A, how long do both girls run for? How long do they run for? And part B, how many laps did they do? How many laps did Amali and Jade run? Okay, let's read that again. So Amali takes 4 minutes to jog around the oval, and Jade takes 5 minutes. They start at the same time and they keep running until they finish at the same time. How long do they run for, and how many laps did Amali and Jade run individually? Alright, so part A. So if we had, looking at the top oval, right, so we have a starting position, and then so let's say they go counterclockwise. It doesn't matter with the direction. So A runs for 4 minutes per lap. And J runs for 5 minutes per lap. And so they keep going round and round this oval until they both finish up at the same time. So the key word here is same. So same means common, right? So we're looking for something in common. We're looking for common times. Now the question is, are we looking for common factors or common multiples? Now if you think about it, if Amali does 2 laps, it takes her 8 minutes, which is 2 lots of 4. If Amali does 3 laps, then it will take her 3 times 4, which is 12 minutes. Similarly, Jade takes 2 times 5, which is 10 minutes long to do 2 laps, and Jade takes 3 times 5, which is 15 minutes to do 3 laps. So what we are looking for, we're looking for multiples of 4 and 5. So what we're thinking, what we want the LCM, or the lowest common multiple of 4 and 5, since both Amali and Jade needs to finish at the same time. So the word same means that we need to look for something in common, and we need multiples, because if you think about how long it takes for them to run multiple laps, if we're trying to multiply numbers lots of 4 and numbers lots of 5. So now that we know we want the lowest common multiple, let's list them out. So multiples of 4 is 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28, and it goes on forever. Let's list out the multiples of 5. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, etc. So looking at your list so far, do you have anything in common, any numbers in common? Yes, we have a 20 in common, and that's the first common number. That's the smallest common number that we have in our list. If you do write out your list of multiples of your two numbers and you don't find anything in common, you just have to keep going further along down the list, keep multiplying by your big numbers until you find the smallest common multiple, the smallest common number in your multiples list. So from here we can say that 20 is in common, so LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. So we can conclude that therefore both Amali and Jade ran for 20 minutes. So your sentence conclusion should be linking back up with what the question was asking us for. And don't forget units, your minutes, because it's not, they didn't run for 20 elephants. Okay, part B. How many laps did they run individually? Well, if it takes Amali 4 minutes per lap and they ran 20 minutes, then the number of laps is 20 divided by 4. So number of laps for Amali is 20 divided by 4, which is 5, and the number of laps for Jade, well, Jade takes 5 minutes per lap, so number of laps is 20 divided by 5, which is 4 laps. So finish off with a sentence conclusion to answer your word problem. So therefore Amali ran 5 laps and Jade ran 4 laps of the oval. And finish your sentence with a full stop.